Hello guys, in this video I am going to create a model to interact with our database we created. First I am going to create a models folder inside our server folder. Inside our models folder I am going to create a file called todo model.js. Inside that file I am going to first require mongoose. Then I take the schema class from mongoose. From that schema class I'm going to create a new object and store in todo schema. This schema will represent the document in our database, and this document has field called title and it will be a string and it is a required field. Then it has due date, type of it is date and it is also required. Then we have hours needed to complete this task. Type of it will be number and it is also required. Then here I'll add timestamps as true, so our document will store the created and last updated timestamps. Then at last I'm going to export a mongoose model from the todo schema we created. Then we can go to our routes. Here I'm going to load our todo model. And in our post request, first I'm going to remove these lines. Then I'm going to get the title, due date and hours needed from the request body. So to access this request body, we have to pass express.json as the middle layer. After taking these title, due date and honors needed, then I want to create a document in our database. So I'm going to use our todo model and use the create method, and I will pass title, due date and hours needed for this create method. And if this gives any errors, I want to catch them, and in such a scenario I'm going to give the response status as 400 and I'll give an error message as JSON. As the error, I will provide the error message we get. And here we need to add await, and we need to make this function async. Then if we didn't get any errors, then I can give the response with the status code 200 and our to do. Now let's run our server. So you can see our server is running. Then let's go to Thunder client and go to the post request we created earlier, and here I will provide a JSON to the body, and for title I will give assignment 1, and for due date I will give a date as 2023 7/7, then July 7th. Then I will provide hours needed as 2. Then I will send this request, and here you can see the to do we add, it has title, due date, hours needed, and it also has id and the created and updated timestamps. And if we remove a field and send the request, then we will get an error as validation failed, saying hours needed is required. Now let's go to the database, our MongoDB database, and refresh this page. After refreshing the page, you will see we have a collection called to do's, and inside that we have our to do assignment 1, and then we can commit our changes. Let's see message as add to do model, and we can first commit and then push these changes to our repository. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you learned something. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.